Have you ever felt lonely even when surrounded by people, as if no one could see what you see or feel what you feel? If so, you are not broken. You are hyper-aware. You notice what others miss, what others cannot even imagine. What you experience has a name. You are deeply in tune with emotions, and yet this can feel like a weight you carry alone. Today, you're going to understand why. Some people don't just feel emotions, they read them. Every pause, every hesitation, every glance, they notice cracks before they appear. They hear what others don't dare to say, and they've done this since childhood, when the world around them was unpredictable, when understanding emotions wasn't a choice, it was survival. You know that feeling, replaying a conversation over and over in your mind. Not because you doubt yourself, but because you noticed what wasn't said, the words that were cut short, the smile that didn't reach the eyes. You notice these signs long before anyone else does, and this constant awareness creates an exhaustion that few will ever understand. Why do some people feel everything so intensely? The answer is often hidden in childhood. In a home where emotions were unpredictable, where a glance could trigger anger or sadness, the brain learned to detect the smallest cues to survive. This isn't exaggeration. What you sometimes call overthinking is actually hypervigilance. Even as adults, this mechanism remains. You analyze, anticipate, decode, often without rest. And this vigilance carries an invisible weight, the feeling that you must understand everything. But here's the truth. What you perceive is also a gift. You notice the nuances others miss. You feel hidden pain. You experience profound joy. Yet this gift has a cost: loneliness. Few can match your level of perception, and often you feel responsible. When something goes wrong, you replay it in your mind. The first thing to understand: you are not too much. You are deeply human. You just need a safe space, a space where you can feel without judgment. This is a learning process, setting boundaries, acknowledging your emotions. This is not weakness, it is courage. Living intensely requires courage. If these words resonate with you, know this: you are not alone. You deserve to feel safe, to feel joy, to feel peace. So today, take a moment and tell yourself, I deserve to feel safe, because what you are, what you feel, is beautiful, and it's time you recognized it. If you are someone who feels everything, you live in a world that others rarely see. Inside your mind, every emotion has layers. Every word spoken, every word left unsaid carries meaning. You feel not just the surface, but the currents beneath it. You notice patterns others miss. A friend who smiles but hides worry, a colleague who acts confident but trembles inside. And sometimes this awareness makes it hard to relax, because your mind is always reading, scanning, interpreting. You may think you are overthinking, but it's not overthinking. It's your brain processing signals that others overlook. It's the price you pay for seeing deeply. And because you feel so much, you sometimes carry the weight of others' emotions too. You absorb tension, joy, pain, even guilt. And while this makes you deeply empathetic, it also makes you feel exhausted, alone, and responsible. Because the world doesn't always understand this, you've learned to wear masks. You smile when your heart is heavy. You laugh when inside you feel fragile. You say, I'm fine, when your mind is racing 100 miles per hour. And this mask, it works. People are comforted. They feel safe. But you feel isolated, because while everyone sees the mask, no one sees the storm beneath it. You are constantly negotiating between who you are and what the world can handle. And that tension, it is invisible, exhausting, and heavy. Here is the paradox. The same sensitivity that can feel like a burden is also your greatest strength. You notice details others miss. You sense danger before it arrives. You read between the lines. You understand people sometimes better than they understand themselves. Your intuition is a superpower. It can protect you and guide your decisions. Your capacity for empathy, for connection, is rare. But even a gift can be heavy if carried too long, if it is never released. You need rituals, spaces where you can feel freely, without judgment. Learn to let go. Let go of what you cannot control. Let go of others' emotions when they are not yours to bear. You are allowed to rest, allowed to breathe, allowed to just exist. So hear this clearly. You are not too much. You are not broken. You are a sentinel of emotion, a witness to human experience. And that is extraordinary. Your awareness is not a flaw. It is proof of your humanity. You deserve people who honor your depth, who see you without a mask. So today, take a moment, breathe deeply, and acknowledge yourself. You have survived storms inside and outside. You have endured the weight of your own awareness. Say it to yourself: